ETF fans. For today's daily video insight, this is Alex with ETF Action, and we wanted to go over the monthly category reports with us flipping the page to August over the past week. So, if you are a free subscriber or if you do not have an account with us, you can access a sample category report on our homepage if you go to www.etfaction.com. It's going to be this category spotlight icon here. However, if you have an account created with us and you're on trial, or if you have a paid account, you can access all category reports in the home office. So on the left side panel here, I'm going to go to Home Office, Categories, and this is where ETF Action classifies every single fund out there, ETF, mutual funds, closed-end funds, into the ETF Action categories. And you can see these listed here on the categories page. For example, you can see US large cap blend and equity has 287 funds. We are looking at ETFs only right now. And you can download a PDF report or the monthly data pack. Same thing, equity US large cap growth, 114 funds. And we do have data at the category level in terms of flows, performance, composition, you name it. But today, we just want to look at the reports that we run at month end. So I'll select the PDF here for large cap growth. And here we are. So what we're going to look at here is this is a list of all of the ETF Action categories that we create a monthly report for, every single category. And you can find that here. This is US large cap growth. And it starts at a very high level. We're just going to look at the fund count of the category, the assets under management, and then some basic info for assets, expense ratios, and liquidity. We'll show you on a fund level, the top 10s by market share, the Invesco QQQ Trust, not surprisingly, the largest fund in the category. If you want to look at ADV, Qs are the most liquid as well, not surprisingly. But if you want to dive into the rest of the report, we'll start out with flows and the growth of the space. Qs, again, most flows of the last month with $3.1 billion. And you can see the Vanguard Russell 1000 Growth ETF saw $827 million in net outflows. Now, you can see at the top of each page, we'll have category level statistics. This is, again, number of funds, assets under management, and then flows for the entire category. Now, let's just say you want to know the flows for a specific fund in here, but what didn't make the top 10 or the bottom 10. We do have an appendix at the end that you can look through to find specific funds. The next page is going to be performance. So, on average, the category was down about 1% over the last month. However, you can see it's up 9% over the last 3 months. Year to date, doing great, 15%. 32 advancers, 81 decliners. And if you want to see, the best performer was the Harbor Human Capital Factor Unconstrained ETF, HAPY, whereas the bottom performer, QQQA, over last month, down 8%. Again, if you don't see your fund on here, just take a look at the appendix. It'll be in there, or you can use our site and look it up by ticker. We'll move through in risk statistics. Again, we do it at the category level, and then if you want to see over the past month at a fund level, the top 10 funds currently by Sharpe ratio on a 3-year period, so you have to have a 3-year existence to qualify for this page. The Pacer Trend Pilot 100 ETF. Sharpe ratio of 0.73. It's actually tied with SPMO, the Invesco S&P 500 Momentum ETF. Now, if you want to look at by alpha, SPMO has the best alpha rating, 5.5, PTNQ, and then GARP, the iShares MSCI USA Quality GARP ETF, is the third in terms of alpha. And then the final pages of this report, again, looking at the category level up top, you can see that's $783 billion in assets, but top 10 holdings weight on average, 47%. That's pretty high. It definitely shows some concentration. And if you wanted to look at it, we see here our category breakdown at a stock concentration level. the majority of this category has higher concentration. And I mean, let's think about that. That's not surprising because a lot of the large tech firms that are oftentimes found in these growth funds, they have high percentage weightings in the S&P 500 alone, and then you actually narrow that area into specifically just growth. Those big names are going to dominate, especially if you're looking at it weighting by market cap. Same thing with sector concentration, definitely skewed to higher concentrations in the category. The average exposure, 40% to technology. And the last few pages, we're going to look at fundamentals. Value rating is super low. Of course, it is a growth category. You got above average quality and above average growth and average growth. Now our rating system, it is 0 to 5, 5 being the highest, 0 being the lowest, and then that's what creates these tables here. So if you're at 2.5, you're going to be average or right in that range. And then the last few pages are the appendices. This is where we just have a dump of all of the funds that are included in this report. But with that, thank you very much for watching the video today. If you have any questions, reach out to team@etfaction.com, or you can create a free account. We'll set you up with trial after doing a brief demo, and that's at www.etfaction.com. You click the create account button in the upper right. What happens is fill out a quick form, you'll get an email activation confirmation, and off you are. So with that, take care. None of the securities we talked about today I recommend as a buy or sell recommendation. Speak to a financial professional before making an investment decision. Take care.